yesterday's symbol, which was on October 28th, 2020. The degree was Scorpio 6, ambition. The first lunar mansion. Um, this was an interesting lunar mansion because even though it's the first, it cannot really be understood except as the beginning of the end. And in fact, William Yeats speaks to that. And he says it really begins after phase 22. So I have put it here with phase 22 in my binder so that I'll never have to look for it. When I get to phase 22, I'll realize that we're on the journey at this point to phase 1. So let me think about that. So if you're at 22, it begins 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. So that's a cycle of 7. So it takes a heptagon or a septagram. That's so very interesting because if you read about what the number 7 is, which is today's degree, so it happens to be out here, 7 is the cosmic absolute, pure creation, absolute interchangeable with 4 or 1. Isn't that interesting? 1. So at phase 22, we are building towards phase 1 again. And let me read what Yeats says about that. Phase 1 and the interchange of the tinctures. I do not know what tinctures means yet, why he uses that word. These are all future understandings. He says, as will be seen when late phases are described, every achievement of a being after phase 22. Oh, after. Let me move that. After phase 22. That makes it beginning at phase 23, which makes it a sixfold, which is power or the Merkaba. Okay, that's an easy adjustment of understanding. Is elimination of the individual intellect. So 6 steps of getting rid of the individual intellect and a discovery of the moral life. When the individual intellect lingers on, it is arrogant, self-assertion, a sterile abstraction, for the being is forced by the growing primary tincture to accept first the service of and later on absorption in the primary whole, essential or superessential objectivity. Not professing to understand any of this. When the old antithetical becomes the new primary, moral feeling is changed into an organization of experience which must in its turn seek a unity, the whole of experience. When the old primary becomes the new antithetical, the old realization of an objective moral law is changed into a subconscious turbulent instinct. The world of rigid custom and law is broken up by the uncontrollable mystery upon the bestial floor. Phase 1, not being human, can better be described after phase 28. That's really the only part I needed to read. Phase 1, not being human, can better be described after phase 28. And what does it mean, not being human? Well, I spent a little bit of time trying to understand that better yesterday, which is what we're reviewing. And it says this, that it is a supernatural incarnation. Because there is complete objectivity, and human life cannot be completely objective. This is why it's called supernatural and non-human, is because it's completely objective. And human life cannot be completely objective. Therefore, it's not human life. It's supernatural incarnation. That's phase 1. I found that pretty interesting. So what is this word that is given? It says no description except complete plasticity. Plasticity. Able to stretch, mold, be molded. It's no. Okay, so it says now body is completely absorbed in its supernatural environment. The images of mind are no longer relevant, or there is no longer anything to which they can be relevant. And acts can no longer be immoral or stupid, or there is no one there that can be judged. Thought and inclination, fact and object of desire are indistinguishable. Complete passivity, complete plasticity. Mind has become indifferent to good and evil, to truth and falsehood. Body has become undifferentiated, dough-like. The more perfect be the soul, the more indifferent the mind, the more dough-like the body. The mind and body take whatever shape, accept whatever image is printed upon them, transact whatever purpose is imposed upon them. This is the silly putty phase. Think of silly putty. Silly putty phase. I like that. There may be great joy, but it is the joy of a conscious plasticity, and it is this plasticity, this liquefaction or pounding up, whereby all that has been knowledge becomes instinct and faculty. All plasticities do not obey all masters, and when we have considered psycho and horoscope, it will be seen how those that are the instruments of subtle supernatural will differ from the instruments of cruder energy, but all, highest and lowest, are alike in being automatic. Finished at Thor, Thoor, Ballylee, 1922, in a time of civil war. Oh, that's just also very interesting to me. So the silly putty phase. Okay. Well, what was the shadow? The shadow was my moon. Well, okay then. I'd just forgotten that for a second. I knew that yesterday. Which is autopsy-saucily asserting herself, keyword growth, a high gift for taking personal advantage of every new situation and experience, or a joy in pure dissatisfaction. Here is the balance which every individual must maintain between the compulsions of the social milieu on which his well-being depends and the necessity that he exercise his fledglings on every possible occasion. Like the slave girl trying the patience of her mistress as far as she dares, man must speak out to life with an almost spiritual impudence in order to have any character at all. Personality here is refined as it risks its very being to be what it as yet has still to become. Now it's interesting because at the end of the day, I would do some shadow play. Let's go to Taurus. Let's go across the wheel to the axis of Taurus, which is Taurus 6, channel ship, knocking on heaven's door, the directness and practical instinct by which personality achieves ultimately ultimate benefit of its powers. Let me read that again. The directness and practical instinct by which personality achieves ultimate benefit of its powers. Channel ship. 2017. Oh my gosh. There's something happening here. I hate to give a peek ahead, but this morning, Crystal's been messaging me about, a totem for after I die, how Mother's was dragonfly, and went through the story of how that came to be, and ended up just now having sent her a poem that Mother wrote called Pink, Pink Clover. Okay, let me read. Taurus 6 now, 2017. Dream, Pink, Pink Clover. It was a bull pulling at the clover. Solar has reached my ninth house cusp. All hell breaks loose between Alina and Crystal. Process? Bullshit. First of all, I just kind of have to take that in. That's a direct connection in my work. It's pretty wild. Taurus 6 Channelship 2018. Heather's last day at high school practicum. 10:17 a.m. Moon Virgo 12. Part of fortune Scorpio 22. Her door spring boings by itself. Purity, Australia, justice, pachyderm, must, grows a thicker skin, grow a thicker skin. Taurus 6 Channelship 2019. Crystal, Dave not good, sending thoughts. Travis, talk to Heather. Jeff's being an ass. Third quarter, awaken, awake, solar degree. I don't know. Moon is essentiality, Aquarius 7. Oh man. Taurus 6, 2020. Pluto stations retrograde until 10/4. 10/4? Okay, so Pluto's direct. Oh yeah, I've been noticing that symbol come up a lot. It was Capricorn 26. Pluto stations retrograde until 10/4. Pluto is direct now. That's true. Deacons. Tegan stuck end of headphones in ear. She's okay, phew. Brett and I talk about 2 new moon phases. New moon, from between new moon and crescent moon, Deseret, and between balsamic moon and new moon, which we called manna. Transcribed directional 1. Heather and children over. Aiden gets Optimus Prime costume from Ryan. Burgers for dinner. That's so interesting because I tried to get myself Five Guys last night. I wanted a hamburger so bad, and I wasn't able to order it, so I just had a lasagna instead, which is how I'll probably end this journal entry by telling you my Topsy story. Anyway, that was Taurus. So on to Scorpio. Okay. Scorpio 6 is, why do I have Virgo? Hold up, I've put the wrong page in here. I have to put this back into Virgo. Alright, first of all, this is going to take a second. Let's take our time. Let me file this where it belongs, and hopefully I'll find Scorpio there. Goodness, I got my pages mixed up. So this is, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and oh my gosh, I have Aries in here. got my pages mixed up. Let's go back to Aries and find out what's in Aries. Oh my goodness. This is 10, 9, 8. What do we have here? Oh my God, I have Libra. Oh my God. All right, let's go to Libra. Jesus. Where's Libra? There's Libra. What's in Libra? It's like a scavenger hunt or something. 5. And it's just plain missing. Alright, it's just plain missing, so we can put Libra away. Alright. Jesus criminy. Well, let's see what's in Pisces. What the heck, right? 5, 6. Well, Pisces is in Pisces. Okay, so where are these others? Aries. Let's put Aries away. 3, 4. There's 1. There's 2. Aries 3. Aries 4. Aries 5. Aries 7. So let's put Aries away. There's Aries 6. Alright. Let's go on to Gemini. See what's in Gemini. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's correct. Just make sure it's not tucked in here behind. No, it's not. Let's look at Cancer. 2, 5, 6. That's in order. Make sure the next page is 7. It is. Let's look at Leo. I don't think it's got mixed up here. No, it didn't get mixed up here. Okay, let's look at Virgo. That's what started this whole problem. 4, 5. Okay, let's put Virgo away. Virgo 6. Right. And then somewhere we've got Scorpio hiding out. Where is Scorpio? 6. Ooh, this could be a problem. There's Libra. Okay, I am missing Scorpio 6. Let's look here. Oh my goodness. Well, wonder where it is. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, that was Aries. Oh, you know where it could be? It could be in my, because I checked those pretty thoroughly, right? I was ready to go through them page after page. Gosh darn it, hold on a minute.